Welcome people, welcome back to the channel. Just gotta say, appreciate the love that I've been getting, but today is officially 5 days since we have transplanted this plant. If you have watched the first video, you can definitely see the difference. And what I did for the past few days, I removed the first leaves from the plant. Reason being, these leaves were drying up. You can see they were drying up and they were actually having this part of the plant turning yellow. So guys, as you can see, there has been growth on this plant, fresh growth, as you can see in the center there. But today I'll be giving this plant a light feeding. Reason being, you guys are aware of where I'm growing and what the temperature can be like. Yes, the soil looked moist. We had a bit of rain last night, not long, just a few minutes of rain, about 2 to 3 minutes, just light shower. So the soil is a bit damp. A lot of persons will tell you that, hey, don't feed your weeds, wait and the soil is dry. But there's a difference. If you're growing inside a tent, sure, you can control the condition. You can control what happens to the soil based on your lighting and stuff like that. But I'm growing outside, full sun. It's early in the morning, so the sun is not up as yet, but you can see it peeping out right there. Once that sun starts hitting, then this will dry within 2 hours. So giving the plant extra fluid at this point in the morning is actually good to sustain it throughout the day. Alright guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I'll be mixing today for a light mix that will not harm this plant and will actually contribute to its, its growth, and its sustainability and its strength. Alright guys, so what I have here in this container, I already strained it. So this is aloe vera. So I picked a leaf of aloe vera and added it to that container. And also what I'll be doing, I'll be adding coconut water as well. This is rich in enzymes for the plant, and trust me, if you're doing organic farming, like fully organic, this is a must. Coconut water on your plants, especially flowering plants, is a must. Trust me on that. But yeah, I'll just show you a light mix that you can give your seedling that will not hurt your seedling but contribute to better growth and better root health. Also, what I have sitting here, so this is compost tea. So this has been sitting for like about 24 hours. I've had this for yesterday. So this is basically fresh compost from my compost bin, and I added 2 tablespoons of molasses to it as well, and allow it to sit. So molasses basically will activate the microbes within this. And I gotta give hats off to this plant. It has been holding up quite well for just being transplanted, and I can tell you guys, heat, you can get up to 30 to 35 degrees hot on this roof. And bear in mind, this is directly, well, not directly, it's indirectly in sun because, you know, I have my makeshift tent there, but it has been holding up. The wind and sun is quite crazy, so definitely this has been holding up. And what the mix will contribute, so I went ahead and I strained the compost tea. So this is 2 tablespoons of aloe. So what I did, I blended the aloe vera and extract. So I peel the aloe, get the gel only, not the skin, blended it, and add 2 tablespoons in this. And this is compost tea in 1 liter of water as well. So, and I'll also go ahead and chop the coconut and add 2 tablespoons of coconut water to this mix as well. You may be wondering, so coconut water will basically add trace minerals to the soil and activate the microbes within the soil. The aloe vera will help with plant stress and root resistance to the heat as well. So everything that's going into this is actually really good for your plant. And the beauty about it, this will definitely not harm your plant. This is actually good. And yeah, just pour it onto your plant. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chop the coconut, add 2 tablespoons of liquid into this. Then I'll pour it on the plant, and then we'll be done. So as you can see, I have my measuring equipment. This is 1 tablespoon, and I'll be adding 2 of this into the mixture. But I just got to show you guys something and the type of coconut to use. So you don't want mature coconuts, right? That's the brown ones. You don't want those because those have a lot of oil within. So you want a young coconut, fresh coconut, and that's the best one. And in case you're wondering why not to use a mature coconut that contains oil is not good for your soil, right? Oil legit stays on top of the soil, and if you know how oil works, it takes a longer time to dry from the soil. So this is basically will bring mold and attract pests to your soil. So yeah, keep pests to keep it young. And I'll drink the rest of this when I'm through. Alright guys, so this is the mix. So I'm just gonna shake it around a bit. Alright, usually you can let this for best results. I would advise letting this sit for 30 to 60 minutes, but for video purposes, I'm just going to pour this directly into the soil, right? Just for video purposes. But usually I'll let this sit for like 30 minutes to an hour, but you'll still get the effects from it. But letting it sit is basically giving the liquid time to activate the microbes. So basically, once you pour it into the soil, it's active and ready. So that's the reason for letting it sit for at least an hour. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pour. And it's not a lot. Remember, this is a seedling, so even the fact that, and you have to also remember that the soil is already damped. So you just pour it slowly into the soil. Yeah, so some catch the leaves. So if you're growing outside like me, you don't want this. Once the sun hits this, it's done, bruh. This will burn the leaves. So yeah, that's basically it. Don't need more than that to the soil, as you can see. This is our plant. Alright, so that's it guys. So you basically fed your plant the best thing you could have ever done, to be honest. You just gave the plant strength to survive in harsh conditions. So your plant will definitely love you for this. And as you can see, oh, someone commented on my soil, say my soil is shit. But you can tell this seedling love the shit soil. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching once more. I appreciate the support and the love that I've been receiving. Take care guys and be safe out there, alright?